Good evening, viewers. I am here to talk about vehicle tire. But before that, I would like us to look into some of the press release by FRC, our guidance newspaper. So, according to guidance newspaper that was released on the 16th of May 2023, it says that over 40,000 people die yearly due to car accidents or road accidents. And it went further to say that this year, from January 1st to April 12th, that over 2,463 crashes has been made. And these has actually took about 16,102 lives in the process. So we usually have vehicle accidents, which is very common. But despite this number of crashes and of lives being lost, people still wish to obtain a vehicle. Getting a vehicle is a blessing. I won't deny that. It's actually a gift. But at the same time, it's very important that we know some knowledge about the vehicle we are purchasing. In that regard, I want to cover the causes of accidents before we go into our topic for today, which is tire. What is an accident? An accident is said to be an unpleasant occurrence or event which happens suddenly or knowingly, and it has some output which could be either injury, damage to body parts, wastage of time, or death at large. There are varieties of causes of accident, most especially on the road. The first is human error. As human, we are bound to make mistakes, that's the truth. But human factor could be as from the driver perspective or from the passenger's perspective. Then the second is um, mechanical defects or electrical defect, failures of devices of the vehicle. So in general, we refer to it as vehicle's defect. This is a process whereby a particular component of the vehicle stops functioning at a point which is not expected to, and it brings about accident. Why the third could be as a result of environmental factor, either bad road or the atmosphere itself. Now, coming to the second I made mention of, which is vehicle's defects, failure of component. Don't forget that part, failure of components. Now, some of these accidents is as a result of tire bursts or what referred to as tire blown out. It's a process whereby while the driver is on motion, either the tire goes on a sharp object, or probably the vehicle is placing much pressure on tire, or probably the vehicle is being associated or allocated with the wrong tire. So to that regard, I will be putting us through some of this information written on the tire and why they are very necessary that every vehicle owner should actually have knowledge about the information present on the tire. The first is referred to as the tire size. The first is the size. Now, there is a standardized way of writing every tire size, but for this, we have it as P, then 155 slash TX65 R, and what we have here is 14. This is what is referred to as tire size. If you own a vehicle, check out for this. It's very important. It's a key aspect in tire information. The FEC stands for, the P, sorry, stands for passenger car. It means that if you are getting P or you have P on your tire, that tire is for passenger car, not a light truck. No, not heavy duty vehicle tire. No, it's actually what passenger. We have other letters except from P. We have LT, we have T. I think we also have X. These are the letters you can find on tire before the numbers. Now, what is LT? LT simply stands for light truck. These could be in form of delivery vans. So tires associated with those vehicles are actually known as light truck. Then the T is for temporary. Now you might want to ask what tires are referred to as temporary tires. These are tires that are not meant to be used for a long period of time, and we have then our tires in this category include spare tires. Your spare tires are not tires that you use for a long period of time. They are just there to serve as a temporary means of moving the vehicle, most especially when the rear tire or the original tire is down. So they are temporary tires. Then your X stands for special tires. These are used for special vehicles, mostly when it comes to heavy duty vehicles. Then we have special tires. Then the number after the P, which says, according to this, we have it here, which says 155. The 155 is the width of the tire, the distance from here down to this part. That is 155, the width of the tire. Every tire has a width associated to it, and to easily get that width, it is written on the body of the tire. Why the second, which is 65, is what we refer to as aspect ratio of the tire. It is the aspect ratio of the tire. Now, the aspect ratio is the height of the side walls of the tire. That's the aspect ratio. So some people refer to it as the height of the tire, but it's actually the height of the side walls of the tire. Why we have a letter written here which is R. The R simply stands for construction type. The construction type. We have various types of construction when it comes to tire. We have the radial, then we have the bias tire. Now, when you see R on tires, it simply means that the tire construction is a radial tire. Why, when it comes to B or C, C stands for cross ply. C stands for cross ply, but B is common, which is a bias tire. But for this very tire, it is R, and it means that this tire is a radial tire. Then the next letter, which is 14. 14 simply stands for the rim diameter. The hole inside the tire where the rim stays is what is referred to as 14 here. So the rim diameter is 14. And tire, don't forget, it is the only means or the only point of contact between the vehicle and the road. What is inside is not the tire. What we have inside is a rim. So the tire is the only point of contact between the vehicle and the road, and it has a purpose. The purpose includes providing traction, stability, and comfortability of the occupant in the vehicle. Then the second part we want to look into is the load carrying capacity. The load carrying capacity of the tire. So every tire, there is a specific load capacity written on it. If you should move down here, I have maximum load. Now in kg, it is written as 367. 367. This is the highest weight this tire is expected to carry. But most drivers don't have knowledge of this, that to every tire there is a maximum weight or load associated to such a tire. So if you should look closely, here we have it as max, then we have load, then what is written next is 367 kg. Now this tire is not expected to go on a load weight that is above 367. Then every tire is designed or associated maximum speed. No, sometimes they drive carelessly. They have to just depress the throttle pedal and fly 200, fly 300 if possible kilometer per hour. No, tires are designed to have maximum speed, and most of this maximum speed they are written in alphabet. Like this, we have n plus x. we'll cover this in another class. We have V, which is very common. So some of your tires might see it as V. Sometimes might just see it as X, but this is X plus V. It stands for the specific load-bearing capacity of such a tire. Then the other part I want to also look into is the expiring date of the tires. No, we get to buy vehicles or to purchase vehicle, and we don't know that probably the vehicle we are buying is being fixed with an expired tire. How can we detect that? Now, actually, you won't see it in form of a manufacturing date or production date like you have in food items. No, what you see is four numbers, four digits. Now, the four digits we have here, if we move around, check closely, um, closely. That's fine. You see it in four digits. It's usually separated. Good. I've seen it. Now, this is 3310. This is the manufacturing date of this tire. Then how do you calculate this? Because if you're calling the date, can I say 3 is month, 3 is the first 3 is date? No. Tire producing companies or manufacturers actually use what referred to as week and year. So the first two you have is the week of production, while the second two you have is the year of production. Nigeria's tires actually last 6 years before it expires. So going by such, this tire was produced on the 33rd week of the year 2010. This is the year this very tire was manufactured or produced, and this tire is expected to last for 6 years. So when you add 6 to 2010, I think that takes you to 2016. So this is an expired tire. This is 2023. So this is an expired tire. Then we also have DOT. Now, DOT on tire stands for Department of Transportation. Department of Transportation. These are the organization or body that are responsible for tire rating. They are a body that are responsible for tire rating, DOT, and every tire have its own TIN, TIN, tire identification number. And if you check here, we have a tire identification number over here. So every tire have its own special tire identification number. I believe that with this field knowledge I've passed on to you, you can go and check your tires to know if actually it has been expired or the tire fixed into your vehicle is a passenger's tire or that of a light truck. Thank you.